What's up, hockey fans? So, full slate of games today, but first, let's have a little conversation about a couple of teams and a couple of situations, because I feel like we've reached that point already a week into the season where, there should be just some serious disclaimers out there. So Devil fans, let's just be on the same page about something, right? I don't think you guys are going to win every single game, but I do think you'll make the playoffs. I do think you're going to do just fine. But yeah, I mean, last night's game, I did think the fact that it was going to be a close game, which it was. You guys were outshot by the Blue Jackets. And it was a 2-1 game with a minute and a half left. So I sort of stand by what that prediction was. I thought that at the end of the day, that wasn't a bad call. If you had bet the spread, you would have taken home the cash. So let's not go down the road where it's oh, you don't know what you're talking about. No, it's just that it's a game of bounces, it's a game of inches, and it's prediction. The same way, some of you all just get it wrong. I'm predicting what team's going to win. I'm at a 60-ish percent range right now as far as choosing the right team. So I'm not necessarily concerned that the Blue Jackets lost 2-1. If they'd lost 4-1, then we had that conversation, or excuse me, they lost 3-2. So I'm not worried about it. But yeah, so the other thing I want to talk about is Hurricanes fans. What Biz says about the Natchez trade is 100% spot on. Let's stop pretending like Natchez was doing well here when he wasn't, right? He was solidly putting up 65 to 70 points. His ceiling should be 85 to 90. But for that to happen, he needed someone who can match his speed, which is probably 5 or 6 people at top speed that can fly with Natchez. None of them played for the Hurricanes, right? I can't tell me if this sounds familiar. It's a 1-on-3. Natchez has the puck, curls, does a spinorama to look up the pass to no one, because either Aho or Teravainen, back when he was here, they're not even in the play yet. So Natchez needed someone to play with him on his speed. Instead, he was looked at to go to the second or third line and provide the speed and the agility on that line, when in actuality, to get to his full potential, he needs someone who can play as his equal, not him trying to drag someone else up. But he's doing well in with the Avalanche, right? We got Stankoven, we got Hall, we got 2 first-round picks, which led to Keandre Miller. We got some great building pieces with him. But let's also be honest here as well. He was worth the $10 million contract, right? He was worth that. He's going to make more with the Avalanche, 100%. We can't fault him for thinking that the cap is going to go up and then acting accordingly on it, which is saying, hey, look, this is what I think I'm worth. This is what you guys need to pay me. That's not on him. It's on us, the organization, to realize, hey, this guy has elite skill. Jarvis even said it himself before he was traded, before Natchez was traded, that he is the most skilled player possibly in the NHL. Hello, your own teammates, guys that Seth Jarvis, which all of us love, is saying what all of us were thinking. Natchez has the absolute elite skill. We just don't have anyone on his level. If his name was Sidney Crosby, Natchez's name was Sidney Crosby, right? Crosby's demanding $10 million. He has the potential to put up. You see him sending over passes to people who aren't capitalizing on him because maybe their name is, I don't know, Fast. No offense to Fast, but he wasn't a goal scorer, right? Maybe his name was, I don't know. But you have to think about that part of it, right? But that all being said, the last 2 teams I want to hit very quickly is Toronto Maple Leafs. My disclosure on them is don't bet on them. If you're thinking about betting on them, don't. It's a hazard to your health, and it's a hazard to your wallet. They don't know what they are. I'm still going to give my predictions on them, but until we see some consistency, don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not I was so frustrated with them yesterday. I sort of figured okay, they're playing the Red Wings again. They know what to expect. It should be, mind you, entertaining hockey, right? An entertaining hockey game. But as far as from a prediction standpoint, it's absolutely absurd to try to figure out what they are, right? And the last thing I want to comment on before we get into the predictions, and sorry guys, it's going to be a little bit of a longer video. The Buffalo Sabres, I feel like I want to hit on this real quick. Try to wrap this up in a minute or so, but like, you owe it to that fan base to figure it out. Like, I'm a Hurricanes fan. We went through 10 years of no playoffs, right? You owe it to the Sabres fan base to figure it out, right? Either you need to start trading away your stars now in efforts to get other top 5 first-round picks, right? Or you need, like, you have to figure, this can't be the norm for them. This can't be. They deserve an actual hockey team. And I feel horrible for that fan base because it sucks. You're a couple of games into the season, and, like, you even bring back Lindy Ruff. You brought back Lindy Ruff, dude. Lindy Ruff, for growing up, Lindy Ruff was the association I had with the Buffalo Sabres. He's a great coach. This isn't a coaching issue. This is a personnel issue. This is a culture issue. You traded away Cousins, and Eichel's gone, and all these other players are gone, right? You guys got to fix the organization, and it might need to start with Kevin Adams. You might have to start at the top and just start a clean slate of everyone. Like, I think it's at this point in time, if they don't make it again this season, I think you really do need to you axe Kevin Adams, and then you might just axe like everyone below him as well. I'm talking to the equipment, to the freaking water boy. You axe and you bring in new blood with new culture. That the expectation is to win and not to just, skate on by. But anyway, guys, let's get into these predictions. This is already going to be, we're already at 8 minutes. The prediction part of the video is going to be super, super quick. All right, first game up is the aforementioned Leafs Preds. I'm going to go Preds on this one. Like I said, I certainly don't trust the Leafs at this point. I do think the Preds have better goaltending and more consistent goaltending. And I think if Stamkos can sort of kind of he's starting to piece together a little bit of a run here, that he can overtake a game and control a game. So I'm going to go Preds for the first game. Next up, we've got the Seattle Kraken against the Canadiens. I'm taking Canadiens on this one. I think it's going to be a really, really close game. I'm actually sort of kind of excited to watch this one. I do think the Canadiens are going to come out on top. More depth scoring. It's a better overall team, a little bit more structure than what the Kraken have. And I think that's going to be a huge contributor. I think we're going to see a very structured team against a very unorganized team with the Seattle Kraken. So, Canadiens for this one. What will definitely be a defining game for sort of kind of both these teams. Oilers-Rangers, I'm super excited about because I feel like we're going to figure out, I think we're really going to see what each team really is, right? Oilers are a championship caliber team who last couple seasons have been so close to winning the cup. And then the Rangers on the other side of it a lot of people are trying to sort of kind of question what they are. Are they a decent team, or are they a team that's still struggling at home? 0 goals at home is sort of kind of a little bit crazy. But with this game, I'm actually going to take the Oilers on. I do think that the Rangers come out and they play well. I just don't think that they're going to get over the Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl effect. Next up, we've got the Lightning playing the Capitals. I'm taking the Lightning on this one again. I think the Capitals looked very good against the Rangers. I just think that the Lightning, they're like a slow moving train, but now they're starting to build speed and pick up speed. So I think that just Gensel and Point and Kucherov, I think they're really going to take off. This will be one of the first games that we see Washington maybe falter a little bit, maybe a couple of cracks in Washington's game. But I'm gonna say Lightning, and it's going to be a little bit of a landslide. Next up, we got the Golden Knights playing the Flames. I'm not going to overcomplicate this one. I'm just going to go Golden Knights on this. I think it's going to be way too much for the Flames right now. I do think the Flames are definitely building a winning culture, but just right now they're just not going to be a match for the Golden Knights. So Golden Knights on this one. Next up, we got the Wild versus the Stars. I'm going to go with the Stars on this one. I feel like the Stars are just humming at the right beat. I think Rantanen has looked really, really good. And that whole team is it wouldn't be surprising to me if the Stars make it over the Oilers to the Stanley Cup final this year. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I know that's gonna upset a couple people, but just based on how well the Stars have come out the gate, the Stars are looking really good. Stars in this one over the Wild. Next up, we got the Penguins playing the Ducks. I'm going to go... this is a hard one, actually. I'm actually going to go Penguins on this one. I think it's going to be really close. Two sort of kind of different teams trending in different directions, but I do think that the Penguins' experience and skill will really help them push them over the finish line. But I think it's going to actually become a very high-scoring game. Well, I would not be surprised if we see 6-7 goals in this game. And last but not least, my Hurricanes play off against the Sharks. I'm gonna go Hurricanes on this one. Though disclaimer is Slavin's not playing, and we brought up a rookie who's going to be filling in for him. So this one, it could potentially get out of hand, especially if Freddie Anderson starts playing poorly. I'm a very big critic of Anderson. I don't think the Hurricanes should re-sign him. I think that re-signing him for this year could potentially be harmful for the future. But I'm going Hurricanes in this one. I do think it's going to be... I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 4-3 game. But it's definitely going to be... It's going to be an interesting game to watch just based on... This is Slavin plays a lot of hockey for us, so it's going to be interesting to see what the team looks like without him. But Hurricanes in that one. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys watching and sticking through to the end. And this is sort of kind of a long video. But I go live every night. I'll be on tonight live about 7 o'clock or so watching these games. I can't show the games, obviously, but I can sort of kind of sit down, hang out, and sort of give my take on what's happening and when it's happening. So I do think the majority of the night will probably be spent maybe in Leafs Preds. Just kind of flip through a couple of the channels before the Hurricanes start. But anyway, guys, thanks. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.